For sure, the fans from the Philippines are the most dedicated.
If you've been to TwitchCon and you've seen the craziness, the Philippines were like 10x.
It felt like getting hit with a wave of like everything at once.
I could not believe how much love there is from the Philippines for all of us. It is insane.
We're back from the Philippines, guys.
How was the Philippines? What's your favorite thing there?
The Roomies just came back from the Philippines. After quite some rest, they then went back to streaming after their long vacation. They were excited to tell their experiences from visiting the Philippines. Chapter 1. The Love from the Philippines. The Roomies expressed how they feel about the overwhelming love in the Philippines. They were surprised at how dedicated and passionate the fans were. Take a look at what they have to say.
Dude, I don't even know how to begin to talk about this trip. It was honestly like a fever dream.
They treated us like we were celebrities, like A-list, S-tier plus celebs. It was insanity.
I've never experienced that level of passion or intensity.
That was the craziest experience I've ever had. I think they're just the best fans out there. The fans in the Philippines are definitely like on another level.
It did not feel real. Like it was like, I've been to conventions, I've been to TwitchCon. This felt like a paid experience of like a simulator.
During Conquest, it took everything in me not to start sobbing because it was just a surreal experience. It was just crazy seeing so many people that love you. Just love you.
I don't think I've ever felt like I was famous until I went to the Philippines. It was absolutely insane, guys. I've been recognized at all sorts of places, but absolutely nothing felt anything close to like going to the Philippines.
I was more in shock than I would say overwhelmed. It was just so crazy. I've never experienced anything like it.
Like in terms of meeting the fans, it was the best experience ever compared to TwitchCon or any convention I've ever been to. The fans were way more passionate and they were genuine fans who actually watched me.
Like obviously their fans are like super excited to see us. This was like a whole nother level.
Chapter 2. Getting recognized in the streets. During the Roomies' visit in the Philippines, they were recognized everywhere from coffee shops to the streets. These are some of their experiences from being oftenly recognized on the streets of the country.
People would like come up to me in the streets having the Vogue magazine. Some people would have the Vogue magazine. I've never seen so many Valkyrae Vogue magazines in my life. It was insanity. It was insane.
I was like walking and a whole crowd of people would just start screaming Sykkuno and I'm like, oh my God, they actually know me. I don't think I've ever felt famous until then. Anywhere we went, we got absolutely swarmed. It was crazy.
Out of the Starbucks, like there was a table of people and they all like started jumping up, taking pictures. And there was like, hi, Leslie. Oh my God. And immediately I was like, whoa, like that was like the very first time I was like, wow, like that's a lot of people, right?
Everyone was so nice and they were like, oh, is it okay if I post this like on my social media and stuff after they took a picture of us with us and everything? And I was like, wow, that's so nice of you to ask. But like, of course, like what the heck? Like
basically anywhere you'd walk around, everyone just starts screaming and like chanting and stuff. I was just like, wow, is this how like actual famous people feel? Like a lot of them were wearing like little sprouts in their hair. They had signs and stuff. And I was like, oh my God.
Chapter 3. Cookie with the Roomie. Just short of arriving in the Philippines, the Roomies already had an event on stage which was the Cookie with the Roomie. Watch how Leslie reacts to the erupting amount of passion from the Filipino people on their first event.
The first day, we have an event right away. It's like 10:30 a.m. It's called Cookie with a Roomie. Basically, you know, we go out, we're like standing backstage, you know, they start calling our names and then you go outside and all of a sudden it's just like blaring lights and just like a massive crowd of people and everyone is so excited and I do terrible in front of crowds. Okay, me, Yvonne, and Ray are all sort of like, oh God, we were like nervous and they were like, Leslie, how are you liking the weather? And I was like, well, the weather's very humid. I think I might actually have to take a shower. And the crowd erupted. Like, wow! Have you learned any words, you know, any Filipino words, Tagalog, anything, right? I knew they were gonna ask this question, so I asked Ray beforehand. I was like, can you tell me something besides like mahal kita, because I already said that one. And she's like, yeah. She said, just say too big. It's like water. So they asked me the question and I was like, well, I did learn water, too big, and the whole crowd goes, too big, too big, too big, too big. And I was like, wow. It was very cute. I was like, wow, everything we say, they're so nice. And it was insane. Like, I couldn't believe I was.
Chapter 4. Fan Interactions. With fans everywhere, the Roomies shared their own stories of how dedicated the fans were in the Philippines. Take a look.
Someone came up to me and was like, I can't believe I'm meeting you. I've been watching you since you lived in Texas with Alexia Ray. You know how long ago that was? That was like, what, 6 years ago?
I met someone on stage, one of you, I don't know if you're in here, who pulls up my YouTube VODs to my face and shows me that they have watched every single second of my streams. Literally, she scrolls down my VODs. Like, I have watched every second of your streams and they're all red, like fully watched. I'm like,
The other thing is everyone in the Philippines is so friendly. They're like super accommodating. Like you can have any problem.
And the people there were so nice. Like everyone is super nice and the hospitality is top tier.
a lot of April Fools fans, like just a lot. People cosplaying as April Fools. I saw hearts on cheeks. I saw people cosplaying as March Fools. It was actually really cute. But I'm like, what? This is like her half cosplay. I saw her this day. And then the next day she came in her whole corset and skirt and everything.
Chapter 5. Meet and Greet. The Roomies Valkyrae, Leslie, and Sykkuno then had a meet and greet where they were put together in one room. This is how the story goes.
Then we go to the meet and greet. And this was an official meet and greet that everybody had to pay for. And me, Ray, and Sykkuno was a joint one. Okay, and then there's like all these zigzag lines, all right?
For the meet and greet, people were staying overnight, like getting there hours and hours early. 2 a.m. in line, that's crazy. They didn't let us sign things. They didn't want us to sign things or take photos, individuals, because it was taking too much time. But we snuck a bunch anyways. We were really trying to like take photos with as many people as possible.
Chapter 6. Fan Gifts and Conquest Hall. Overwhelmed with the amount of fan gifts they received, they felt like bringing a gift was mandatory. Some gifts were handmade and letters were heartfelt, showing the love of the fans for them. Here are some of their hauls.
At one point I was like, was bringing a present mandatory because of how many gifts we were getting?
This isn't even half of it, but I have like bags and bags. I posted a photo on my Insta story, how much stuff people gave me. And there was even more stuff I couldn't get because some people would be in the crowd like holding it up and stuff.
I'm like, for you, here you go, there you go. Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you sign my Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh, here's my April Fools art, Roomies art. Oh, I'll take a Sprout. Oh my God, thank you so much.
They made handmade gifts. I didn't even have a meet and greet and I got like a lot of stuff from fans. Like it was so cute. How many people would be messaging and being like, Yvonne, like I made you something. I really want to find you. I got tags of people like tagging me in like Taylor Swift stuff that they bought for me or like whatever it is, and I'm like, oh my God, that made me wish I had a meet and greet so people weren't like running around holding things just like hoping they would run into me, you know?
Like it's mind-boggling to me just how much time people put into like writing these cute little letters, taking time to draw art. Oh yeah, someone gave me this. It's a pouch of dried mango.
Someone gave me Fuslie, the streamer champion, Yu-Gi-Oh card. Okay, Pog.
Somebody gave me books in Tagalog, learning Tagalog.
Chapter 7. Laser Tag. The Roomies then went to laser tag where the word has spread that they were there. The exit of the laser tag were then filled with fans hoping to see them in person. Here's how it went.
Okay, then we went to laser tag, okay? We went to laser tag and there's a window. This is through a window. And it really actually felt, look at this. This is craziness. At the mall. This was at the mall. What happened was we went to laser tag and people spread the word that we went to laser tag. So when you come out of the store, like there's only one exit.
When we were at laser tag and there was like a billion people outside waiting for us, it felt like as if Justin Bieber was like at a mall. And then fans found out he was there and they were like, that's how it felt. And I was like, this is so insane. This does not feel like we are like that. Or at least that caliber or like that craziness.
Chapter 8. Sykkuno Light Sticks. During Sykkuno's Valorant match, he was surprised when he looked at the crowd and see green light sticks that fans made for him. He was so happy and surprised. Our boy Sykkuno said he felt like he's super famous. Ray added that he's probably in his K-pop phase.
I walked out to the stage, guys, and I saw tons of little green lights with the little star and stuff there. And it was the coolest thing ever. And I didn't even plan it. I didn't make that.
The Filipino fans are so dedicated and so loyal and so sweet. They had these little light up lights for Sykkuno when he was playing his Valorant match. The most cutest and most adorable thing I've ever seen.
They weren't by me. I didn't even design it. I think it was obviously based off my sub logo. But like apparently the fans like just made it and produced it. But if you guys didn't see, I can probably try and pull it up. Look at this, guys. Look at this. That's you guys. Well, some of you guys. They have these little light sticks in the crowd there. This is only one section. It was spread out through the whole thing. But look at that. People are holding up these green light sticks for my Valorant match. I barely got any kills, but every single time I got a kill, you'd see the light sticks go up and they start waving it. And they'd be like, yeah, Sykkuno. And I'm like, oh my God, I barely did a thing, but thanks. So I think it was one of the first times I was like, wow, maybe I am famous. I don't know, who really knows? Not me.
I never would have thought 4 years ago when I met Sykkuno that I would be watching him on stage with a bunch of these like lights in the crowd. He was so happy and shocked. He was so shocked that there'd be so many really cute lights. He's in his K-pop idol arc for sure.
Also, I have one of the light sticks here. Look. Woohoo. Isn't it cool? Look at how cool this is. This is crazy. It's a little green light stick. You can wave it around. Every single time I'd get a kill, guys, I'd look over and then I'd just see the crowd. They'd be like, yeah, Sykkuno. And they'd be waving this like crazy. And I'm like, oh my God. I almost felt bad to some extent because other people were dropping like 40, almost 50 kills. And then I get like one kill and they're like, yeah, he got one kill. Probably the coolest experience for sure.
Chapter 9. Roomies panel. The Roomies had a panel at the mall due to the lack of space at the Conquest venue. They were shocked to see floors and floors filled of fans that waited hours just to see them.
So then we go to the panel, a Roomies panel at the mall. The original venue was like shut down or like too small or whatever. So they're like, we've moved it to the mall. There's like literal rows of people. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Actually, I'll just show you guys, okay? We go in, I see this, my heart drops to my stomach. I'm like, I'm so nervous. I don't want to go out there anymore. Look at this. This is the panel, okay, from the stage. Do you guys see what I mean? There's like floors of people. The main, the second, and the third. Like floors of them, okay? And apparently we talked to these people in the front. This is like what people do at like festivals. They got there at 7 a.m. and waited because it's like first come, first serve seating. So they came at 7 a.m. and they're like, we waited since 7. We were here since 10 a.m. Just sitting, waiting for us to come out to get a good seat. I couldn't believe that. I was like, wait, what?
One of the events was at a mall. It was originally going to be at Conquest, but they wanted to move it to the mall because there was so many people that wanted to see us. It was filled to the brim with tons of people. I posted a video on my Insta story. Layers and layers of people. It was crazy. I was so nervous. It was insane.
There's security in front, and then you have security on the sides who are like walking like this, and security in the back. And there's just people like every which we are walking, and I've never heard my name so much. I was just like, Leslie. I'm like, hi. Hey, hi. And then they stick out papers and you're like signing it. That's when you feel like a celebrity. You feel like a celebrity when you're like pushing over arms. I've never felt this before. Okay, I'm like, what the heck? I'm not even writing my name anymore. I'm scribbling and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And the last thing you hear from the right, you're like, yes, of course. And of course, hey, say hi to my cousin. Hi, hey. Security's like, we gotta go, man. We gotta go. And you're like, I'm so sorry. And they're just like catching you with their camera and you're like, what is going on? Hi. Because it's not like that at TwitchCon. People don't scream when you touch them. Like you put your hand and you like grab their hand and they're like filming your ah! Oh my God, you're really excited. My ego was going whoop.
Chapter 10. Will the Roomies visit the Philippines again? The big question lies, will the Roomies come back to the Philippines again?
I can't wait to go back next year. I will be going to Conquest next year. I'm so excited.
I definitely want to go next year if they invite me again.
I already want to go back to next Conquest. If they'll have me again, I'm totally down.
100% going back, by the way.
Chapter 11. Sykkuno's sincere speech with a twist. Thank you for watching, and to end the video, here's Sykkuno's sincere and heartfelt letter to the Philippines, with a little twist.
I for sure want to go back to the Philippines. I think the fans there are probably like the most dedicated and most excited fans I've ever had to see me. I definitely want to go back. I really hope they invite me again. So what I will say is thanks a bunch, guys. Thanks for making the first time I went to the Philippines probably one of the best times, and I'm definitely going to go back because, yeah, that was just one of the best fan experiences I've ever had, and yeah, I just feel like I didn't deserve it. But anyway, thanks a bunch, guys. Fake crying for money, lame, buddy. What money am I even getting here? First of all, I'm gonna say I'm a literal multi-millionaire, so I don't need money.
Thank you guys for watching this video. This video is a little different from what I usually make. I was gonna go to Conquest to meet the Roomies, but I wasn't able to. It just makes me happy to see the reaction to the love here from the Philippines. That's why I decided to make this video. Anyways, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. And alright, see you guys.